All right, let's go to story number 3, reported by the Daily Hive. That was awesome. So there's a high fashion brand called Balenciaga.
Yes.
And this brand has gone viral in the past for selling stupidly expensive shit. For example, they had a coffee cup for 110 bucks US. Do you have the picture of that, Joel? There you go, 110 bucks US for that. They had a pair of destroyed sneakers for around 1700 US dollars. You got that one, Joel? 1700 US dollars for that thing. Well, Balenciaga just went viral again for all the wrong reasons. After debuting their 2022 winter collection. Andrew, what was the big debut this time around?
See, I know the answer to this one.
You know this one?
I do. Yes, I know the answer. And they are. You want me to spoil it? Okay.
Yeah.
They have designed a beautiful bag, a carry bag. That's a trash bag for a couple grand, for like $3,000.
It's about 1,790 bucks.
$1,700. You know what? Kind of reasonable in pricing. I'm surprised. It's a
You
little
think
underpriced
so?
for them. Yeah, I'm telling you, underpriced. They should have sold it for three grand, and they would have sold a ton of this.
Amazing. Well, you're right. They debuted a garbage bag for about 1,800 US dollars. We got a bunch of pictures of it, Joel. Put the pictures up back to back. So they call it the trash pouch.
Beautiful.
It's it's made from calfskin leather that's coated to give it an irregular gloss that replicates an actual garbage bag.
Oh my God.
You can get it in 4 colors: black, white, blue, and yellow. And of course, it's got a drawstring. Of course it does, because they want it to look like a hefty bag or something. Like, seriously, who is buying this shit? Who's buying the coffee cup for $110? Who's buying the destroyed sneakers? Awesome. And I bet you that one did not cost you $1,700.
Here it is. This is it.
Doesn't have a drawstring on it.
Doesn't have a drawstring. No, that's why it's not $1,700. It's the drawstring that you're obviously paying for.
That's yeah. Do you think they're selling this shit? Are people actually buying this shit?
I'm going to tell you, they're going to sell out every single piece.
You think so?
Yeah.
Of the garbage bag.
Yeah. They will sell out every. It's hot. Balenciaga's in. The dumbest things they make. It looks ridiculous.
What's the allure? Like, why would you want to? It doesn't even look convenient to carry that thing around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have something that somebody else doesn't. Yeah. And listen, man, economy's not so great, right? The world is not doing so great. But it is amazing to me that there is still a market in this world. Like, no matter how bad things are, right? And this is how I gauge it. How bad is it? Is it really that bad? And someone will say, well, yeah, obviously. I'm like, Balenciaga's selling a trash bag for $1,700 and people are buying it. It can't be that bad. People will buy stupid crap constantly. It is amazing. I have no doubt. Remember those Supreme shirts? It's still a thing. Supreme is a brand.
Okay.
People were paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a t-shirt, just a plain t-shirt that said Supreme on it.
Right. Man, you can just get a knockoff for $20.
Just buy a knockoff. Call it a day. Nobody's going to look.
Yeah.
Nobody looks at you and be like, well, man, if that shirt wasn't a knockoff, I'd want to talk to this guy. He'll go far in life.
Right. I don't know, man. On any given day, $100 head to toe. That's what I wear.
Listen,
that's just how I am.
With that said, with my own admission, I buy stupid shit all the time. I spend way too much money on stupid stuff. Yeah.
What's the last stupid thing you bought?
I bought a Hermes belt for $1,000.
I'm not a fashion. It was $1,000 for a belt?
It was $1,000 for a stupid belt. Yeah.
Did you need it that bad?
I didn't, but I really like it.
Okay. Sorry, are you using it with frequency now?
I'm afraid to use it because I don't want to, because like you dress up and you're wearing it, people, I don't want to wear it out. It's a nice belt.
So it looks good in your closet.
I buy shoes. I'm really into shoes.
Yeah.
I spend money on ridiculous things constantly, but not a trash bag. I'm not buying a Balenciaga trash bag. I thought about it though.
Well, here's a question for you. Now, one question that I was going to ask you is, have you ever bought any overpriced silly shit? And you just kind of answered it.
Oh, really?
Here's another question. Do you have any memorable mishaps in any way related to taking out the trash?
Oh, that's great. You know what? I live in New York City, but I live across a park. So we get a lot of possums and raccoons and all the park creatures in the city.
Yep.
And there have been moments that I've gone out and I've opened the trash lid, and there's a whole family living in that garbage can.
Oh, yeah.
So there's been those surprises.
Interesting. Hopefully no rabies.
No rabies, as far as I know.
Okay, good. No raccoon attacks going on in the park across the street
No,
as
but
of
I got
yet.
to tell you, sometimes, I partake a little bit, puff,
Mhm.
puff. And I'll go out, I'll look at my backyard, and all of a sudden I'll see like there's like the raccoons are hanging out with the possums and the alley cats, and they're just having like tea together. It's an unbelievable sight to see.
Really?
It's unbelievable.
All right, it's time for story number 1 already. This is fun, man. I could do like 10
Me
more of
too,
these
man.
with you. So it's time for story number 1. This was reported by the Art newspaper. This one's good too. So there's an artist named Anthony Gormley, and he plans to install a sculpture at the Imperial College in London as part of a redevelopment of the campus. They're putting some work into the campus and you want to
Yeah.
get some art in there. So diagrams of the proposed sculpture went public.
Yes,
And
it did.
it's caused concern with the school students, and some of them are trying to prevent it from being installed. Why are some students trying to prevent this sculpture from being installed at the college?
It looks like a giant man with his dingus out. That's why.
That's exactly what it is. We have a picture of it, Joel. Put it up. So the sculpture is called Alert. It is a 6-meter high stack of steel blocks meant to resemble a squatting human figure. The concern, obviously, is that it could be misinterpreted to look like a person with an erect penis rather than a squatting person. Now, what Joel just put up right there on the left is the illustration of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that's how it's supposed to be, a squatting person. You see the legs squatting and the torso and the arms. On the right is what they're afraid it's going to be misinterpreted as. Instead of legs, it might be a giant dick. And that is the concern. And I'm not going to lie, like before I even saw the illustration showing you what it's supposed to be, when I saw the first picture, I immediately thought that doesn't look like a squatting person.
You
Know what I'm
know,
saying?
so when I read the story, I was like, oh man, these kids are soft. What are they're complaining because it looks like a penis? Like, look, what's going on? Like, are we going to complain about everything? And then you actually see that diagram, right? The illustration. You're like, oh, okay, it does look like a dick. It is a man with an erect penis. I
mean, I look at it like
seen
this.
crazier art installations than that.
100%, 100%. And I look at it like this. That dick could double as a bench.
It
You know what I
can,
mean?
yeah.
Like maybe people can sit and they can rest on the penis.
Listen,
It's not the
you
worst
need
thing in the world. It could provide shade. You could get penis shade.
suitable seating in
Yeah.
public parks is a problem. And I think that could serve the need for it.
I think it could. Yeah. So let me ask you, if you were going to that school and you saw that proposal, would you have an issue with the, like, let's say that you're bringing your parents to campus. Do you
Yeah.
think that, would you be thinking, okay, we're going to avoid this area because I don't want my mom to see this?
I
Or are
think
you
it's
like,
not phallic
nah,
enough. I think it's
not
not
phallic
phallic enough.
enough?
No, we need more. We need more dicks all over campus. I mean, isn't it? That'll solve a lot of the problems. We need. It's not phallic enough for me. I think the top needs to be more like a penis. I think the
Right.
arms, add some arms.
Interesting. So you want a series of dick sculptures
I want
all over Imperial College.
all over Imperial College. Just what? Someone should start doing that.
Wow. Interesting. I mean, hell, if maybe, I don't know if they have issues with getting people enrolled in school, but if that goes viral and like Imperial College gets all this free marketing, like that could up their enrollment number. You know what I'm saying?
There's no such thing as bad press.
Right.
Yeah.
Controversy creates cash. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, man once said that. I think it's hysterical. But you know what though? Like, I don't have enough time in my day to be concerned with the penis on campus, right? Like, I was a shithead in college. We all were.
Yep.
Like if we saw that, we would laugh about it. We wouldn't file a complaint. But I guess somebody does eventually, right? Somebody complains.
You know something? When I went to college, Chris Rock came and did a live performance once, and it was an outdoor thing, and everybody's like kind of sitting in the grass for this performance. And Chris Rock, he was kind of vulgar with some of his jokes, whatever. Somebody, while we're still there, we haven't even left the show yet. Somebody was passing around a clipboard because they were trying to start a petition to get Chris Rock banned from the school.
Why?
Because they were offended by the jokes.
It's
and
comedy.
when I saw the clipboard, I literally looked at them and I said, "Are you serious?" And I just like kind of gave it back to them because okay, first off, unless you don't know who Chris Rock is, how do you not go into it prepared for what's going to happen anyway for the content, right?
I don't.
But
Maybe they didn't know.
But that's how do you get that offended? Did they have a clipboard in their backpack ready to go in case what they saw was offensive, so they could like make it into a petition and get signatures real quick?
I never get that thing. Like I don't get offended by much. It takes a lot.
I'm with
like,
you. I'm with you.
You gotta
Same
be,
thing.
especially with me. Like you can insult me all you want. Like I get it on Twitter all the time, right? But I'm like, I don't get offended. Like unless you're being like outright racist or like outright transphobic, homophobic, whatever. If you're just being an outright asshole,
Right.
I don't like that. There's no place. I don't have a place for that in my life. But if you're doing comedy and it's part of your set, and it's not you're not harming anybody. You're analyzing, you're making jokes, whatever. What the hell's the problem? Like, it doesn't matter. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's how I see it. There's a lot of comedy out there that it's not for me. And you know what? I don't sit there and write letters complaining about it. I just say this comedy is not for me. It's not, I'm not into it. All right. Whoever's into it, enjoy it.
Sure. And same thing with the dick sculpture. If my school wanted to get the dick sculpture, I'd be like, all right.
No. I have a problem with that. That I have.
Oh,
I need
you
more.
do?
I need more.
Oh, you need more.
One is not enough.
One's not enough. So you would literally start a petition, and the petition would be about, you can't stop at one.
No, I would go to the dean of students.
It's almost like a bag of potato chips.
But you know what, though? What's the appropriate number? That's the question. Obviously, one is not appropriate. We need more than one. But what's like between 1 and 8?
Eight of them, really?
Yeah, key positioning on campus.
Amazing.
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. Otherwise, we'll start posting spoilers about your favorite new movies.